Fundamental trends shaping markets. This is what we will be talking in today's presentation. So, what are exactly happening in the market is what we will be sensitizing around in this presentation. First and foremost thing is automation. What is happening is complete automation. And this practice is utilizing software to automate repetitive work, menial tasks, not only automated and menial tasks. In fact, now automation has gone to such level where artificial intelligence has been pulling in and probably doing a lot of activities thereby. Let's say 60% of the professional can automate at least 30% of the day-to-day activities per se. 30%, remember, any job, things can be spoken, things can be written down, things can be jotted down by your assistant, the electronic assistant that is coming around it, the voice automated software system has come around, the artificial intelligence will work around it, and they will ensure that you have a seamless error free work day. Approximately 14.5%, you know, is the increase in productivity because of these automation, while reducing the overhead by a whooping 12.5% or 12.2% to be very precise. So look the benefits of marketing automation. Now, marketing automations, what happens? It might be your email that needs to be marketed around. Now, what kind of email that can be automated? Let's say your anniversary emails, the greetings, the any sort of seasonal greeting that needs to be taken, any sort of campaign that has been launched by the company can be marketed around, and there are autobots happening. They can tap the social media account of the of your prospective clients, established customers, and they can sensitize you about your campaign. They will be generalizing everything. 45% research shows the tasks done by the paid professional can be automated per se altogether. And please understand, 63%, that's the company that is outgrowing the competitors by using marketing automation. Marketing automation essentially would be a one-time huge cost, but after that things got much more sleepier and very easier for things to go around it. And that is the beauty of automation. Let us understand how does automation works. We have multi-channel program. As of today, you can manage multiple number of email accounts through one particular program, right? You can not only manage, you can manage your social media account, your messenger account that comes around here with automated machine. You can create contents and they can be posted at your desired frequency. Desired, when I say frequency, desired date, desired time, and this can be repeated altogether. You just keep on creating contents, and this will get posted in your blogs and things like that. So, multi channel marketing can automatically take advantage of different digital touch points. You are talking about n numbers of email account, you are talking about n numbers of social media handling account, and so on and so forth. With marketing automations platform, you can design your workflow based on the importance of the customer's interactions that triggers branded message. This can include, but probably is not limited to, SMS, social ads, emails, and even phone calls. Here are a few examples. Let's say remarketing cart and abundant emails. What happens? Many email marketing platform, and all of you must have visited also if you have gone to any e-commerce site, chose a product, but at the fag end of the moment of making a transaction, you decide otherwise. Now, there would be a bot which will remind you for the next 2 weeks that there is something there in the cart waiting for you to process altogether. Now, we are talking about conversions from the lost lead, as the case might be. Yes, there is something called onboarding emails. There is something called social media account, the SMS. Everything can be automated altogether. Upon obtaining a new lead, sending an automated onboarding email is a great way to kickstart their journeys, accelerate the nurturing process thereby. We are talking about social media account. Marketing automation has an interdependent relationships with social media, with analytics data obtained from social networks. Marketers can schedule branded messages that can reach customers at an opportune time. We are talking about marketing automation, the social media account. Everything can be automated. It can be a Google Cloud, it can be Pinterest, it can be Twitter, it can be Tumblr, it can be Messenger, you name it and we have it. It can be Instagram. The way you want to go around it. Then comes the SMS. It stands for short messaging services, right? The benefit of SMS is a marketing touch point. It touches an individual. An individual has been given a notification, probably awakened by the phone through a sound or through a vibration or probably even the glitter that comes around it. It's a high viewability and immediacy of the text messages. In multi-channel marketing, this can be follow-up messages, orders, acknowledgement, special affairs, and mobile ads as the case might be. Yes, we are talking about data management. Why data management? Because the volume of data have increased by leaps and bounds. It is galloping with every passage of day. Some marketers continue to continually track customer interaction to allow for proper lead segmentation, to allow to understand how intense the engagement is all about it. But this will actually lead to conversion. This can be done with the help of a lead management platforms with an integrated automation feature. Let us understand lead segmentation and email campaign. Robust email marketing platform like the GetResponse, MailChimp can move leads to a different campaign based on specific action, such as clicking a link, changing their city, or opening an email, as the case might be. Lead and customer relationship management is automation ensures human error. Time constraint doesn't impede with customer relationship management. A CRM software, for example, Zoho, can be used to track customer complaints, customer conversion, customer engagement through social media account, through emails, through website action, and so on and so forth. This data is then used to determine the most relevant marketing content that will be pushed down to their sales funnel all the way to the point wherein they are ready to make for a conversion or goes for a purchase per se. And that is what we are looking forward to. Did I say at the very beginning of the presentation of artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is doing wonders and it is going to be predominant, playing a predominant role in days to come, in years to come. We are talking about NLP, the natural language processing. Today, technology that implement machine learning into natural language processing make it possible for a marketers to automate customer interaction in a more dynamic manner. Sentiment analysis, for example, is a process of using NLP to better understand customer journey based on the tone of the sentences. One way to conduct sentiment analysis is to mine the internet users. How do we go around it? Collect the general opinions of the users on a particular content or ad. According to 2017 Economic Intelligence Unit report, 79% of the business executive believe that their work will be made much easier with AI, artificial intelligence that is. According to Forrester Prediction 2017, business that utilize AI powered insights will steal up to $1.2 trillion per annum from their competitors. That means that is going to give them a competitive edge against anybody in the industry. So if you are employing AI, artificial intelligence, to understand not only customer engagement, to understand the process of the business, to understand what decision has to be taken on a real-time basis, it augments, it makes sense to employ AI. 30% of all companies will integrate AIs, and it has been done by 2020. In fact, if you look into it, it is going across the industry, across the companies, and so on. Gartner predicts that 85% of the digital customers interaction will not be any longer handled by human beings. The computers is fair enough to handle anything and everything from there onwards. Let's say another 2 years time, things will change, shift altogether. So AI at work. Now, what are we looking at it? We are looking at predictive searches, search engine, which usually results at the starting point of a customer's company sales pitch or sales cycle, if you may say so. Today's search engine like Google use AI to process behavioral data of a predictive search result. What you have might have seen is whenever you go to the Google account and you start typing, you may have typed 3, 4, 5 alphabets, and the Google starts gives us the predictions altogether based upon your initial usages. Most of the time, if I may say so, uh, your prediction comes quite accurate. Then we have called chatbots. The chatbots is another way to leverage brand. AI to develop chatbots that can replace live agents or customers. Now, what are we are doing around it? The chat box is pre-filled with certain number of questions. That the chat box is only scanning any question that comes from the customer's end and probably are scanning for keywords. If they are able to come with this keyword, they will offer three, four questions which are similar oriented and allow the customer to choose the most common, the most nearest question that he or she is willing to put across. And the chat box will immediately retrieve the answers from its database and present it out. So chat box, programmable chat box are now available through a third party vendors, through an online messaging apps, even for that matter in Facebook Messenger. Then comes the personalized recommendation. Aside from the predictive searches, personalized recommendation also utilize machine learning to process usage pattern. You can observe this feature being implemented in the service like Netflix, Amazon, and YouTube. This is what we are going through it. Then comes the passive user interface. Customer experiences can be now optimized in a real time with the help of passive user interface, PUI, as I may say so. Remember, passive user interface is the latest form. We started from CUI, which was character user interface. Then we moved to GUI, which is graphic user interface. Now we are moving to a passive mobile interfaces, user interfaces. The Spotify app, for example, acquires PUI and data and comes with the fitness trackers to create customized playlists. Look at Quora, for example. If you want to go for Quora, it will be telling it to you the way things comes around it. So, experiential marketing. Now, this is what we are looking into the latest buzzwords that comes around it. Now, experiential marketing is basically a campaign to engage customers through immersive real-world events and interactions. They are referred as an event marketing, on-ground marketing, or a live marketing. A popular non-expensive example would be live product demonstration in public location, as in with a kiosk with a canopy that you come up in a shopping mall, a shopping arcade, or on a busy interactions in a public forum. We are looking into it. We are public property. You come up and make a display away of your products. Have an engagement with the end customer thereby with the help of a quiz, kit, play, interactions, and God knows what. Now, 74% of the attendees agrees that an experiential campaign improves the opinion about a company. Whereas 70% of the event attendees eventually become a regular customers. Why? Because they are getting the word of mouth publicity. They are being pampered around. They feel that their ego has been taken care of. 98% of the event attendees are more compelled to make a purchase or at least get increasingly engaged with the company. And 79% of all US marketer uses experiential marketing. 79% generates more sales as the case might be. This is what we are looking forward to. Now, experiential marketing at the work. What are we looking? Using stars to boost attendance. A great strategy to drive up attendance in your experiential campaign is to invite niche influencer to key brand ambassador. For example, Adidas had the D Rose Jump Store, a pop-up stores attendees were asked to win playful challenges. Probably NBA player Derrick Rose came into it. Touring is one of the things that comes around it, where you are basically it's a wonderful branding exercises where you move from across the country of any country for that matters. We're talking about augmenting the experiences with technology, wherein it can be AI or machine learning or virtual reality, VR as the case might be. When we are talking and asking the customers to actually experience the technology before making a purchase, and that is augmenting it altogether. It's an out of box idea that comes that actually helps you to hook up the attention of the customers thereby. Last but not the least would be leverage partner location. Planning the best location for an experiential marketing campaign is crucial to the success, and this is what we should be looking forward. Executive branding. Now, in the age of online content distribution channel, let's say, for example, blogs are there, social media networks are there. There are a host of publications that comes around it. So there is an authority to ensure that your voice has been heard among the digital content player. This is where the executive branding actually steps in, makes a mark. not just for a creation of new thought leader, but also for the motivation of the company workforce. 54% of the online users don't trust brand content any longer. 81% of them trust blogs. 92% trust peers recommendation. This is what we are looking forward to it. 65% of the online users believe that they are being searchable. And being searchable is more reliable indication of trustworthiness. If it is not searchable, probably your trustworthiness or the faith in the product diminishes gradually, and should I say suddenly. Personal branding makes an employee 27% more optimistic about the company, where 40% believes that the company's competitiveness is actual. And survey shows that the customers are 85%. Remember, whooping 85% are more likely to buy from a brand that clearly supports charity, that clearly is socially awakened organization, that clearly caters to the ecological needs of the environment, that clearly looks after the flora and the fauna altogether. So yes, we are coming to a massive online presence. One of the massive online is Neil Patel, one of the most iconic marketing thought leaders of our time. To maintain his online presence, he maintains blogs, hosts webinars, guest posts, multiple sites that align with his niche. There are quotes, let's say Virgin Airlines or Virgin Group's Richard Branson keeps his brand alive by establishing his influence, using it to share his lessons on entrepreneurship. Some of his memorable quotes today are continue to get shared on the social media and often cited in a different types of content. Let us come to charity also. Bill Gates is without a doubt one of the most influential persons of the current generation. Apart from Microsoft, he is responsible for Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which aims to uplift the lives of the less fortunate across the globe. Believe me or not, I am trying to drive the unmissable requirements of being there and a digital business, having an online presence, being there with the contents, being there at the forefront of your memory of your brain with the help of being charity. With this, I come to an end of this presentation. I am sure all of you are understanding what is the new trend or the market trend that is pushing or evolving over a period of time. Thank you for watching this video.